All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 4 o'clock by my watch. I'm going to call our recess meeting to order for May the 7th, 2019 at 4 o'clock p.m. Gentlemen, you got the agenda in front of you. At this time, I will accept a motion to approve that agenda.
So moved.
All in favor, signify by raising their right hands. Madam Clerk, that'll be 3-0. Our first item is for decision item. It's BDI for the county attorney. Project Rampart Critical Resources Zero Delta Grant Agreement Amendment presented by J.R. Simpson, our esteemed county attorney. J.R.
Folks, if you recall, at our April 16th meeting, we did this for our grant agreement to JP3, to Jackson Corrugated. And we're bringing this one back too, which is the Zero Delta Critical Resources Agreement. And that is that we've gotten a year behind, so we're wanting to move the grant years from 2018 through 2024 to 2019 through 2025, with grant payments due in March of 2020 through March of 2026. Theirs is a 7-year grant provision, and the reason for that is that it took them longer than normal, longer than anyone anticipated for them to get this high-tech equipment in that's being used to make these fantastic products. So what we're asking for is for the commissioners to approve the amendment of the county grant agreement with Zero Delta to change the years involved from 2018 through 2024 to 2019 through 2025, and the grant pay years from 2020 to 2026.
Questions for J.R. on this matter? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the amendment to the grant agreement between Burke County and Critical Resources, LLC as presented. Further authorize the county manager to execute the amendment on behalf of the board.
All in favor of Commissioner Mulvey's motion, signify by raising their right hands. Madam Clerk, that'll be 3-0. Thank you, sir. Moving on to item number 2 is request for qualifications for a needs assessment and architectural design services for our Animal Services Center that was tabled from the April 16th meeting presented by Brian Steen, County Manager. Brian?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the board, as you know, Kay and some other folks did the major work on this. They had a number of firms respond to the RFQ. The team that was doing the analysis whittled it down to the top 3, and then they had interviews with them and presentations from them, as well as going to some area facilities to see what they had done for projects in this area. And at this point, I'd like to turn further discussion of those efforts over to Kay, and if you have any questions, we'll be glad to answer them.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. As the county manager said, we evaluated the top 3 firms, which were PNP Design, McMillan Pazdan Smith, and ShelterPlanners.com. We received presentations from all 3 firms and re-ranked, rescored the firms based on their creativity and vision, ability to work within a budget and schedule, connection with the owner, and understanding the county and animal needs. While all 3 firms we thought were highly competent, the firm with the highest score was PNP Design with a score of 130.5, and so the team consisted of Vice Chairman Mulvey, County Manager Steen, myself, Lance Riddle from the County Manager's Office, David Coffin, who's here with us in the audience today representing the animals, as well as Gwen Stevens, who couldn't be here today. I don't think I left anybody out. Be happy to entertain. Pardon? Oh, what, Shane? Oh, Shane Prisby. My apologies. Thank you, Margaret. So we all heard the presentations. We ranked them, and PNP Design is the firm with the highest score. The request is to authorize the manager to negotiate and enter into a contract with the recommended firm for needs assessment and architectural design services for the animal shelter. If an agreement cannot be reached with the recommended firm, PNP Design, the manager is authorized to negotiate and execute a contract with the second or third ranked firm. Further, we're asking that you appropriate up to $20,000 of general fund balance for the needs assessment.
Questions? Thank you,
Happy to
ma'am.
entertain any questions.
Questions or comments for Kay?
Just a quick comment, the process, it'd been whittled down to the final three, but I was impressed with all three, as Kay said. They did terrific presentations, and, we, asked a lot of questions, and so it was a very thorough review, and, like I said, I don't think we could have gone wrong with any of the last three firms, but, I think, I'm tickled with the, first firm, and they, I think they'll do a wonderful job for Burke County.
Any other questions or comments? Wayne, can you make that motion for me? All right, Wayne makes a motion to authorize the county manager to negotiate and enter into the contract with the recommended firm for needs assessment and architectural design service animal shelter. And if an agreement cannot be reached with the recommended firm, PNP Design, the manager is authorized to negotiate and execute a contract with the second or third ranked firms. Further appropriate up to $20,000 in general fund balance for the needs assessment. Everybody's heard Wayne's motion. All in favor signify by raising their right hands. That's 3-0, Madam Clerk. With nothing else coming before the board at this time, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. You heard Wayne's motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. It's 3-0, Madam Clerk. We're adjourned. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.